Hey Freedom Family, this is Mark, and I am glad you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. And man, I gotta tell you, I'm excited for today's conversation because today I am going to give you the foolproof way to have motivation to get to that workout that you've always wanted to, or really accomplish anything in your life. Hey, so let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started, could you do me a favor and become a part of the Freedom Family by subscribing? And don't forget to hit the notification button, man. I want you to be a part of every conversation that we're having. And hit the like button. Let us know that something we're saying here is resonating with you. And if there's a conversation you want to have, put it in the comments down below. And don't forget, in the description down below is the links to our Facebook and our Instagram pages. So check those out as well. So motivation, right? What a big topic. And I don't know if you've ever been there. I've been there where I decided that, man, I'm going to work out before work, or I'm going to work out after work, or I'm going to work out at work or something, right? There's always a time where you're like, this is the perfect time. But then that time comes, and then the motivation seems to fly away, right? I remember I was always wanting to work out first thing in the morning, but man, you hit that button, and then you hit that snooze button again, and then all of a sudden it's like, I barely have time to get up and brush my teeth before I got to get to work. Sometimes motivation can be challenging, but today I'm going to give you a foolproof way for you to figure out, hey, how do I get and stay motivated all the time? And it's mostly from my mistakes and my experience. Are you ready? The first thing is this, and it's the biggest thing, honestly. What's your why? What's the reason why you're doing it? Here's what I've found out in my life. The truth is this. Good ideas never get done. If I've got a good idea, it's a good idea for me to do whatever. Somehow something else always seems to get in the way. But there is something about a why, a reason beyond just, hey, I think I could do that. That really motivates you and drives you towards something. So my question for you is this, hey, what's your why? If you're finding that motivation is a challenge for you, then I would say this, what is the core reason why you're doing it? For working out, man, is it because you want to feel better? Maybe you're a young parent and you've got a small child and you're like, man, I can't get around like I used to. I remember with my daughter that we used to run around the house, and you know how I found out I wasn't in shape? When I couldn't catch up to her. Or maybe there's some sort of health issue, diabetes or high blood pressure, or there's some real draw that causes it. Or maybe you just want to feel good, or you want to do something that really is accomplishing something in your life. Whatever the reason is, if there's a big enough why, you'll find a way to get it done. If there's not a big enough why, then it's probably just a nice idea that probably won't get accomplished. So the first thing I tell you is this, find your why, your reason for it. Even if it's, I want to do this for a few months. You don't have to figure out your whole life, but figure out why I want to do it right now, and then you'll find that you'll start to get motivation to get it going. So when you find out your why, or even in the context of figuring it out, here's the next question. Who's your who? It's an odd question, but it really comes down to this. Who do you believe that you are? Because what happens is who you believe you are is the person that you'll become. So if you feel like you're a person who can't accomplish things and you'll never be able to get that goal, you'll never be able to go to the gym, you'll never be able to walk or run or whatever the activity is, you'll find that you'll actually not be able to do them. There's a word, it says this, as a man thinks, so is he. And there's truth in that who you think you are is who you'll become. And so if you think you can't do it, you're probably right. But if you think you can, you will as well. And just to be totally honest, on my freedom journey, what I found out was that I was actually going towards fitness and health and trying to become super fit because of an insecurity I had on the inside. For me, it was a substitute for an identity. It wasn't my identity. I was awarded and earned a second-degree black belt for one simple reason, because I was trying to measure up to the image of a man that my father said I was supposed to. When I was on a fitness journey when I was younger, man, I was super, super buff. But the reason I was always at the gym and trying to get all yoked up was because I felt like the bigger I got, the less insecurity I would have. The challenge was what I found out was the insecurity didn't leave just because I got bigger. It was just hidden by something I was doing. So if in your fitness journey, you're trying to use it as a substitute for your identity, what you'll find is the satisfaction you get is short-lived. So who are you? Who are you for real? Not who you think you are. We have other videos like this one here that talks about insecurity and this one here that talks about identity. When you know who you are, you'll be able to do the things that you're supposed to do. And let me just be honest. I know there's a lot of people who are dealing with insecurity and are masking it with other things. I've been there. The interesting thing is I've now been on a journey where I've lost 82 pounds. And you think, oh, okay, well, you're still walking that same journey. No, actually, there's a difference. See, now what's happening is I'm living out of the identity of who I am, and I'm making my body line up with that. Before, I was using fitness and being able to be buff and great and awesome and all those things as a substitute for an identity that I didn't like. It's important that you know this. There's something on the inside of you that's so much better than what you believe. When you find out who you are, all of these other things will fall into line naturally, and motivation will as well. Which brings us to really the next thing. And the next thing is this. Hey, what have you succeeded at before? Sometimes we fall short in one area and we think that we can't do anything, and I know that's a lie. The truth of the matter is that you've succeeded at stuff in your life. You've asked somebody out and they've said yes. You've gotten married to that girl or that guy. You've gotten up and you've gotten to your job on a daily basis. Motivation isn't a problem. You have it on the inside of you. It's the intent of understanding why I'm doing it, who I am, but you've got a track record of success in your life because you're alive and you're breathing. And if you are those two things, alive and breathing, I guarantee you this, you have a track record of success. And I remember watching a movie one time, right? And it was these soldiers going through a minefield. And they had this genius idea. The first guy, poor guy, right? He would be the one going ahead and everybody else would follow in his footsteps. It's the same way with motivation. You can follow in somebody else's footsteps, and that's wisdom, by the way. But you can also follow in the footsteps that you've placed in front of you before by the previous successes. You know how to succeed because you've gotten up, you've brushed your teeth, you put clothes on, and you walked out the door. You know how to do things in your life. You know more than you think you do. And so you have actually much more motivation. You just need to see where you've been successful before to give you the motivation to understand you can do it again. Last thing is this, and this is super straightforward, right? Time management. Right? What's a non-negotiable in our lives will get done. As I said before, what's a good idea won't. So how about we do this? How about we make for this week doing something for physical fitness, making it a priority, making it a non-negotiable, and making it in a way that you can succeed. Like walking for 5 minutes, stretching for 2 minutes, saying no to dessert once this week. There are a multitude of things you can do to start to build success in your life, but they all start with this. Hey, is it non-negotiable in my life? And what I find for me, maybe not for you, I've got a phone and I put there the tasks that I need to do on a daily basis. What if this non-negotiable thing was actually on your calendar? And on that calendar, you made sure that that appointment I was going to make, whatever it was. Sometimes our issue is time management. Put it on a calendar and see that it doesn't get done. I have faith in you in this. If I can do the things that I've done in my journey, whether it's my freedom journey or my fitness journey or whatever you want to accomplish in life, if I can do it, you can do it. There's things on the inside of you that through the time of stretching and finding where your motivation is, your why, right? Your who, right? Your past successes, and also the things that you're able to do to time manage. In doing that, you're going to find more inside of you than you could have even imagined. I have faith in you. So why don't we start today? Why don't you do something today? Right after this video, why don't you show that you can do it today? I know you can. Do you know that you can? Start today with one thing, one small thing, and build on it. And in doing that, you'll find that you'll have all the motivation you need. Because what happens, right, in fitness and in other things, we start with something small. We find out that we're consistent, which builds motivation. And with fitness, we start to lose weight, or we start to get compliments, or we start to feel stronger, or we start to feel more energetic, which continues to build motivation. Then all of a sudden, you can't stop this thing. You've gotten up off the couch, you've gotten out the door, you've gotten into the game, and it's now who you are. That's what's waiting for you on the other side of one small step today. How about you do it? And we're here for you at _freedom4life_. And to just make you aware of it, I have a life mastery course that deals with this. Hey, how do I get from don't even know what I'm doing, right? I have an idea to succeeding at either, fitness or financial or relational or spiritual, all of these areas, or even vocational. This life mastery course will take you from where you're at with maybe not even knowing what a gym looks like or how to get into shape to actually being consistently doing the things, mastering your fitness. If that's something you're interested in, DM me at our Facebook or our Instagram page and let me know that you're interested. We are in the final stages of polishing it up and getting it ready to launch, and we want you to be a part of it. So do that for me, would you? I'm Mark, and I am so glad you're here at _freedom4life_, where we do give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at on your fitness journey or anywhere you're at to where you're called and created to be. Would you do me this favor? Subscribe and become a part of our Freedom family. And hit that notification. Man, this conversation isn't the last one we're going to have, and you need to be a part of it. Hit that notification bell. And hit the like and let us know that, hey, there's something here that is actually resonating and makes sense to you. And if there's something you want to talk about, man, we want to be in conversations that our community wants to have. So put a comment down below and let me know. And like I said before, down in the description, don't forget about our pages, our Facebook and our Instagram pages. And do me this favor. Could you share this video with somebody who needs it? Somebody who you know needs to maybe have motivation or can be there with you so you can team up with them to motivate each other. That would be awesome. And don't forget this last thing before you go, Freedom Family. Hey, dominate your day.